Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to your channel, welcome to our channel. And yeah, today was really good fun with Rocky. I really enjoyed it. It took some time to get into and all the rest of the sort of jazz, trying to get all the levels set right and all the rest of that sort of stuff. And then after that, I decided that I was going to try and get it sorted. So spent some time, invested in it a little bit, so I probably popped up on your screen a few times, you know, while I tried to get things sorted. And hopefully I'm coming through without any echo, delay, reverb or anything, and the sound quality is good, and you should be able to see me pretty good. I've got my light in there because it's getting a little bit dark because it's in the UK. And here we are now, all is good in the hood. So, I'm hoping that there's some of you guys on here now, and you should be able to turn around. I've got an all good bro from Andy, which is fantastic news. Like I said, welcome, and I'm really excited to be here now. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the video from Rocky and myself, I highly recommend that you go and watch it because there's some great tips on there. Again, it took a little while to get into, so you might want to put it on 2x speed. And yeah, it was really good fun. And I'm hoping that Rocky and myself will do the same thing again in a little while. And we'll get on to some other things that I wanted to discuss with you guys, but we just didn't have the time. And yeah, so what I wanted to do really, I mean, on my TikTok, I've got a TikTok account, and I've been mentioning over the last, I don't know, 5 days or so about nulls, theta, Polygon, and Luna. These ones are the key that I've been sort of really sort of hammering home. Now, in fact, there it is. This is, if you look at the percentages. You got 15% just up today, and that's against Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin itself is up by 4%, so nulls is up 20% today. Now, if anybody ever says that technical analysis doesn't work, how on earth was I being able to predict the prices going on these coins? And the way that I was able to do it is because technical analysis does work. So I wanted to just go through a few things today, which, because it's the end of the week, it's an important time, the end of the week. It's obviously the closed week candle is going to be on Sunday, but the weekend, obviously Friday, everyone gets paid. They are normally invest in things, so you normally get a little bit of excitement on the Friday where people start buying stuff. And yeah, so let's just look at Bitcoin dominance. I think it's quite important. I've seen some patterns happening. And yeah, if these patterns play out, then it means it's possibly a really good time for altcoins. And yeah, it seems to be the way. So here you can see a head and shoulders pattern forming, okay? And a head and shoulders pattern is a bearish pattern, meaning the bears attack from the down, so it would push the price down. It's quite simple, bearish, right? So a head and shoulders pattern, which is what I see forming on this chart here, if this is a shoulder, and this is the other shoulder, and this is the head, okay, then what would happen is a trader would trade this line here, right? It would trade the top of the head to where the breakout would happen, which is just here, okay? So that would be the sort of like the where they would trade from and to. Now, if I clone that by pressing this clone button, right click and press clone, it means that I can drag that, right, and stick that to where the breakout is, and that would give us this target where this red line is. I can move that red line up to there and turn around and say that is the target for the trade of like a currency pair, if you like. If people that trade Forex, the foreign exchange, what they'll do is they'll get two exchange pairs, like, for example, the Japanese yen and the US dollar, and they'll use those two currencies and they'll trade off them. They'll buy one and wait for the other one to go up and then go into that one, or the other way around. Yeah. So this is essentially what we're doing. We're looking at two trading pairs. We're looking at Bitcoin on one side and we're looking at altcoins on the other side, okay? And I'm going to shrink myself down in a minute as we start talking about things. But yeah, so what we've got here is we've got Bitcoin on one side and all of the altcoins, how much they all make up as a whole currency on the other side. So you can use all of the moving averages and the Ichimoku clouds and the fibs this and all these other technical terms that you hear traders talk about. You can use any of those tools on the Bitcoin dominance. So that's pretty cool because it means that we can use these tools to decipher as to whether altcoins are going to be going up or altcoins are going to go down in correlation to Bitcoin, okay? and it would appear that things are going down and not looking too good for Bitcoin against altcoins short term. Okay, right. So if we take that into consideration, that potentially Bitcoin dominance could end up coming down here, then and we start looking at other things like Theta, it's no surprise then that Theta has got a head and shoulders going the other way, yeah, against Tether, against the USD. So the measured move then for Theta against the USD comes out at this technical area called the 382, which again sounds all complicated, but it's just something that the Fibonacci lines end up lining up to. And when you start getting all these different indicators and they're all telling you the same thing, then it starts giving you what in the industry we call confluence. And right now we're getting confluence that this inverse head and shoulders bullish and a head and shoulders bearish on Bitcoin dominance, that they're both coming together to say altcoins seem to be going up. Well, at least Theta is going to be going up, and Bitcoin dominance is going down. So that's something to be looking out for, and something quite exciting if you're involved in any of these coins and you're looking at getting more Bitcoin. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. Grace Foundation. Hey Grace, how you doing? Also, Binance does not work for the States. I know, I heard about that. I'm so sorry. Even Binance US doesn't work in the States, so I don't know why they're still having that out there, but Binance US doesn't work in the States either. But you have got other ones, and I will come on to different exchanges that you can use in the United States if you haven't got Binance, other ones that are relatively trustworthy. When I say relatively, obviously, nothing is 100% proof, but neither are the banks. You know, mortgage companies, everything. They're all subject to corruption. Okay, so that's what we got. But apart from that, hello Grace, good to speak to you, buddy. Going to try interactive brokers. That's a good idea. You'll have to let me know who you decide to go with. So this is what we've got. We've got Tether going with this inverse head and shoulders, looking like that the measured move might even take us up to $9.50, which would be fantastic move. And then if it breaks that, then it's potentially possible that we'll come back down, test this halfway mark, and go sideways for a little while in this kind of hole. All right. So that's good. Nulls. I mean, wow, what a day for nulls. It's been fantastic. And yeah, it really has been great. But it was something that I managed to turn around and give you guys a real good heads up that it was going to be going places. If we bring up, I mean, we're now, the reason why, I mean, there's the 50-day moving average, okay, or the 50-period moving average, and when you get a few days across above that, on the third, fourth day, you still remain above it, then it's normally quite a bullish thing, okay, and that's what ended up happening. We've been underneath for quite some time now on nulls, quite some time, and we kept on pressing it down, and it got pressed down, and it got pressed down, and then finally last week we ended up going above it. And a couple of days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, we ended up staying on it, and we closed above it 4 days ago, 3 days, 2 days, and then today. And now we are officially now in what they call a bull trend, and we still haven't managed to reach above the RSI yet, which is fantastic, because that means there's more scope for movement on the upside. So it's really good for nulls. Again, it's another bullish sign. So you've got nulls that's bullish. We've got Theta that's bullish on this inverse head and shoulders pattern going on like that, and we've also got Polygon. And what I noticed about Luna, was it Luna? Yeah, Luna ended up having what they call hidden bullish divergence. So just here you've got the price, where the price is going up, making higher lows constantly. But on the RSI here, what you got is what they call hidden bullish divergence, where you got underneath the underside, because a bull attacks on the underside. If you've seen my divergence videos, you'll know this, is that on the underside, you have got hidden bullish divergence happening here, which means that the prices are going to hopefully shoot up. And indeed, they did at this point here, okay? And the exciting thing is here is not only do we have all of the bullish news here, and we've got this potential inverse head and shoulders, happening just here, is that this hidden bullish divergence is hopefully going to take us into new heights. And then this area here against Bitcoin, this 40,000 satoshis here, will end up hopefully becoming support, ready for the next major leg up, looking up to 5,500 satoshis, kind of up here at the 1618. It's just where the Fibonacci's end up meeting up. Let's see the extensions here of the Fibonacci, and that's where I've kind of got my next lines to. You can't go on any previous history trading activity because there hasn't been any, because we're hitting like unknown territory, if you like. So all you can work with are the Fibonacci lines to kind of find out where the next target is going to be. So I'm very bullish on Luna, Nulls, Theta, and Matic right now, as I am along with many of the other coins. Like Algorand is one of my favorite for those of you that know me. And also I've noticed that Cardano, ADA, was doing very well also. They go 3 days in a row. We've got some 4 days in a row now, but 3 days in a row we had these three soldiers. And these three soldiers, if they end up happening after a trend and they're going against the trend, it signifies a reversal. And we've had some consistent downside there where we've been underneath this 50. This is why this 50 is so important in trading, is that we're now underneath, or have been underneath this 50 for a month or so. And now these three soldiers have taken us above the 50. Okay, so we're now 3 days above the 50, and we've had these three soldiers signifying this turnaround. So I'm quite bullish against. I'm quite bullish on altcoins in this next week or so as we head towards the end of the year. This might just be a nice little dip and an opportunity for us to make the money, and we might even be able to find that we'll be able to change that money over to Bitcoin just at the point where we end up having a change of balance, and it shifts to Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin starts moving faster than altcoins. So I am very bullish and excited for the altcoin space right now. It's worth just having a little look at Ethereum. Ethereum's the second largest cryptocurrency that there is, and it's always worth having a look at Ethereum and seeing how Ethereum's doing. Again, Ethereum for quite some time, that's for a couple of weeks, or nearly 3 weeks, it's been above this 50 moving average. But it is now in this, the RSI is now in play. That we're now above this 70 line here. Once you're above this 70, you become into like an overbought area. So yeah. But I saw that W pattern. I mentioned that a few weeks back, turning around and saying I can see this W pattern playing out, and if we do end up having that, then we could end up making these targets here of previous highs before we roll down and then go up for our next leg up. Ethereum is quite a big one. Whatever Bitcoin does, Ethereum will normally follow it. So that's it, guys. Really, I didn't feel comfortable with not giving you anything before the week finishes. Because obviously I'm not going to do anything on Saturday and Sunday. I didn't feel comfortable just kind of leaving it with mine and Rocky's sort of that video that we did where it was just tips for life in general, kind of good vibes about what you can do to try and get things better in life, but without speaking about the areas that I've been speaking about in my previous videos, like Polygon, Theta, Nulls, and Luna. So there you go. They've done really well, and you just got to go onto my TikTok or my other videos, and I called all these coins out before they shot up. So yeah, not to blow smoke up my own bottom, but it is saying that technical analysis works. So if you guys have got the bug to learn technical analysis, it is something that works, and I commend you all and recommend that you continue to learn about it. And never put in more than you can afford to lose. Apart from that, I'll say have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you or speaking to you all at some point next week. If I can get to make a video on Monday, I will. I've got a hectic week next week, so I'll try and get in for Monday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm busy on a case that I've got to deal with, and also a 2-day course on property. And development and stuff. So yeah, busy week next week. So probably Monday and Tuesday I'll do videos, and then the rest of the week I'll have off, because I've got other things to do. Okay, have a great weekend. And with that, I will say, let's have a look. Lol Brothers ticker symbol. What are you looking at there, brother? I'm missing that one because you delete all your other videos, Grace. I don't know what it is that you've written down. Toll. ticker symbol. What are you talking about? Toll. Don't know. So yeah, in the live chat, one of the guys, Grace, has turned around and put toll down, but I'm not sure what it is that he's is saying there. But cool. I will. I said that I'd bring myself down, didn't I? There we go. That's what I was gonna do. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and I will speak to you all soon. And Grace Foundation. Oh, I'm not a cat's back. He says, "Hey Tony, sorry on trading stream right now, but I will catch up with this later after." Good. There's some great stuff that I've mentioned, and yeah, it's just crypto stuff really, and saying goodbye and closing the weekend. So go and enjoy Jamie's stream, and I'll catch up with you guys later on. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.